T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to Wolf Talk Podcast. I'm here with ItsRomeLucio. How are you doing today?
I'm good, man. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate the whole thing, man. You got a solid show. I've been seeing you doing your thing, so thank you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Like, hey, I've come a long way. Like, I've interviewed like over 1,500 people. So, I mean, I've been busy.
Oh yeah.
Over the last several years. So tell me a little bit about yourself. How did you get busy? How did you get started?
So I'm a musician. And how I got started, that's actually pretty interesting. So my uncle actually was probably my first favorite singer. He used to tour with Selena. My dad was Selena's tour drummer, and they had a band when they were younger called Hit and Run. So I was growing up watching them perform, and my uncle is the first Latin artist to have a bilingual record, Spanish and English, in the world. He was signed to Warner Brothers. And him and Ricky Martin and a few other people got signed at around the same time. And then, he ended up getting cancer. He's still with us, thank God. And his life went in a different direction. He's a public speaker now. He speaks about organ donation and how it works and the beauty of life, really. So he was my first inspiration. I was in the studio. I basically learned to walk in the studio. And then my dad is now a 2-time Grammy winner, multiple nominations, multiple gold and platinum records. And then that leads us to me. I've done my thing too. So it's how I got started was interesting because I got started by seeing my uncle do it in a really grand way. He has Grammy nominations and stuff too. So it was like for my family, it just made sense,
Right.
It's inspiring. And of course, your uncle and your dad and people like that are your first like heroes. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
And so that was how that got started. That's how I got started.
So when did you release your first song?
I was 16. Man, I don't remember the year now, but I know I dropped my first album in 2012. So
2012?
It was called Under the Moonlight. And my first song I dropped off that album was Don't Tell Me. And it did pretty well. It helped me a lot. I had a few independent charts that I was charting on at that point in time. And it kind of took off. And then my next project did better, and the next project did better, and it just continues to rise.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like that's great to hear that about you. I'm not lying. Like, so do you have some big tours in your plans this year, or?
So by the end of the summer, I'm going to be in Europe quite a bit, and I always perform when I go to Europe. And I'm fortunate enough that I can pack out some of these clubs. So it's not a legit official tour, but we're on the way to that. But I have shows that I'm going to be doing towards the end of the year, and I want to next year start my tour. I'm dropping my project first quarter of next year, and then hopefully by the end of the year next year, and or the beginning of the next year after that, I'll drop another project. So, I'm working really hard right now. I got a few major features coming, so I'm excited.
That's awesome. So I want to ask about that one song that you sent me called Commas. What's that about?
Man. So I'm okay. So my day job, right? For the longest, I was and I still am a barber, but I'm a master stylist by license. So I have a master's license. So I went back to school and got my master's in cosmetology, which is a tri level degree. So it's hair, skin, and nails. So I'm a esthetician, a nail technician, and a cosmetologist. And then I went back and got my
Oh
master's
wow.
to do all three, and I became a teacher. So I was teaching for a while at Michigan College of Beauty until I opened up my first shop. Then I opened up another shop, and I had a few businesses going at the same time. And when I made commas, it was the first time in my life I saw, not just a one and then one comma. I got to see some real money in my account, two commas, and I was like, I have commas in my bank account. So I just if you heard it, that's kind of the hook. I got commas in my bank account, right? Too many change to count. So like, I I started accumulating more and more chains and different jewelry and stuff, and I was like, you know what? I need to talk about this because, like a douchebag, but like I finally made it to like, when you're growing up and you're, especially if you're in the music industry, and you want to be a singer or a rapper, like you always look at like the 80s and 90s and how they had their whole chain set up. I have many more chains than this one, but like, you have these people almost like Mr. T back in the day. He had all these chains
Right.
and I was born in the 90s, so I got to see those setups and I'm like, dude, that's dope. I want something like that. So I started getting more and more chains and medallions and rings and earrings and jewelry and then I started seeing these commas in my account from all my endeavors. I had 6 jobs at one point, and I
Holy
was like,
smokes.
yeah, I was doing a lot, and I was still killing it in the music tip, and I was like, I'm gonna make a song called Commas, and even though like a few people might be like, oh, he's a douchebag now, and he thinks he's sweet. Like, no, there comes a point where you know who you are, man, and when you know who you are and you're comfortable in that person, you can say things like that because you've scraped and worked your ass off to get to that point. And I, once I got there, I was like, I'm gonna say what I want to say real quick. Not all my songs are so flashy like that, but Commas was a really was a moment for me in time. And I look at all my music like that as a moment in time because I write off of what I got going on in my life. So
Mhm.
that moment, that was a year ago. Commas was where I was at, dude. It felt good, and I was like, yeah, this is it. And the traction on Commas was nice. The traction on Commas was real nice. I had a lot of people that worked with me on that video um, and on the song, and it was just a beautiful thing.
Well, we're going to go play it right now.
Oh, well, let's play it.
All right.
Let's play it. Oh, watch the video too. Let's get it. I don't know if I can pull myself out of this.
I got commas in my bank account.
Yeah, hey.
Too many chains to count.
Too many chains to count.
Smoking on this rocket power. Flight leaving in and out. I got commas in my bank account. Too many chains to count. Smoking on this rocket power. Flight leaving in and out.
Line of attack, never been whacking, fucking with wrong. Ended up running the pack, popping the tags, they coming to go. You know I'm leading the pack. They couldn't compete with that.
No, because we hotter than fire, temperature above denial. Taking the breath from our enemies, make them bitches retire. Said competition is tired, you know this white got me wired. And I can't even see in front of me, these trees got me flying. I don't gotta do a damn thing, baby. I can could sit back for a year, won't faze me. Hollywood gon' have a star with my name. See
that star too. They gon' see it. You know why?
I'm the top to have these racks overseas. Bitches always trying to slide and be my main thing. On a plane to the dash, can't chase me.
My potential, this power used to be mental, but since I learned it, I'm the one up in this bitch shoulder mental. Not easy being me, but ain't a fucking thing I can't handle. These haters in my rearview mirror comes with the light. Took my chances, and now you know I'm the only artist in my city who's a pro. The reason there ain't never been no motherfucking whatever. They can only after I get off the throne.
I got commas in my bank account.
I got commas, yeah.
Too many chains to count.
Too many chains to count.
Smoking on this rocket power.
Smoking on this rocket power.
Flight leaving in and out.
Flight leaving in
I
and
got
out.
commas in my bank account.
Commas in my.
Too many chains to count.
Too many chains to count.
Smoking on this rocket power.
Smoking it up.
Flight leaving in
I
and
said my
out.
flight leaving in and out.
I can't lose this high, 'cause I don't waste a second of my time. IG models on the way.
Pay you out to spend a night with you.
And you can't get enough.
It ain't tricking 'cause I got it too.
Pay how much you
Hold
want.
the cameras out. Us three about to fuck around. And up for another round.
I'ma watch them both go down. In the plane and no, I forget the name. Headed to the bank. After that, go buy another chain. Hey.
I already got like 10.
Who is this
What's
guy?
one more? Where my buffs at? Let me put my damn grills in.
I got commas in my bank account.
Hey,
Too many chains to count.
Commas in my.
Smoking on this rocket power. Flight leaving in and out. I got commas in my bank
I got
account.
commas in my account.
Too many chains to count.
Too many chains to count.
Smoking on this rocket power.
Smoking on this rocket power.
Flight leaving in and out.
Flight leaving in and out.
I can't lose this high, and you can't get enough of my time.
Flight leaving in and out.
Pay how much you want. I can't lose this high, and you can't get enough of my
Break your
time.
knees, baby. Flight leaving in and out.
Pay how much you want.
I said my flight leaving in and out.
That's awesome. That's actually, when I watched that for the first time, I was just like, oh, that's dope.
really?
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
man.
it couldn't be the fact that, I like the girls too. So, I mean, that helped.
I mean, of course, there's all types of reasons to like that video.
I mean, I started listening to it. I was like, oh my God, this has got a great beat. And then I saw the girls. I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, wait till you see my next one. So I have a song I just shot in the Bahamas. A
Oh
video
my
I just
God,
shot
you
in
went to the Bahamas?
Man, I've been on 9 vacations this year. So I have 2 girlfriends, and we go everywhere together. I mean, we've been to Miami 3 times, the Bahamas 3 times, 2 cruises. I took them to Universal in Orlando. We've been back and forth to Canada. I just got back from Spain and Germany like a month ago, and then
Jesus.
we went to the sand dunes up north in Michigan. All this in the last 5 months.
And you still got the barbershops, right?
So I sold my barbershops, actually.
Oh, you did?
Yep, and they ended up being other things. So I have nothing to do with that anymore, but I still do hair. I'm a very exclusive barber, though. So I always tell everybody, like, and I say it not in a non-pretentious manner, but I started cutting hair when I was 11. So, I've been cutting hair for a long time. And so at this point in the game for me, I'm honestly, like, I'm the best in my city. And I say that humbly, but I also have the highest license in the region. So literally master's license. So, I'm really fortunate to be able to do this in the way I do it, because now my clientele isn't like anybody who needs a haircut. So you couldn't just be like, oh, go to Rome, he'll hook you up. Yeah. Like, no, it's a little expensive. I just got paid $150 for a cut. I just got done cutting hair and I came here to do this interview. Just a second ago, man. So like, it's like there are some times when I'm getting top dollar, and I really appreciate it. And I appreciate my clients because they've stuck with me for so long, and
Right.
and a lot at this point, because I've raised my prices so many times. a lot of the clients that stick with me, a lot of them are really well off people, and so I'm exclusive. I'm not just,
Right.
you. It's not going to be a $13 haircut at Great Clips. Nothing against the Great Clips workers, and shout out to you guys, but there just is levels to it. You know what I mean? I worked at Great Clips at one point doing $13 haircuts. When
Oh
I was
yeah.
broke, I was begging outside of the Dollar Tree, and all I had was clippers. And I'm like, I'll cut your hair at my cousin's house that I'm living at on his couch. I'll cut your hair in his kitchen for $5. You know what I mean? So you really progress, and it
Oh,
really takes
absolutely.
diligence. You know.
I cut my own hair.
Well, you got a sweet. Is it a mohawk?
Yeah.
You got a sweet mohawk.
No, thank you.
Well, maybe one day
So-
I could hook it up for you.
Yeah, it needs touched up a little bit. I mean, I'm not good with the whole, making it even and shit. But I mean,
I used to have a mohawk. Everybody thinks I'm bald under my bandanas. I actually have a flawless square hairline. This is the look for me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, everybody loves my haircut on me, so I keep it.
Oh, you're fresh. I noticed that right when we got in. You didn't even notice I was here, and I was like, "That's a sweet mohawk. I see you out here."
Yeah, I do. Usually it lays flat, like when I go to work and stuff, but I spike it for my interviews, like especially like dates or interviews and stuff like that, especially in public. I'll spike it.
Yeah, no, for sure. You got to look good for the public. You know.
So, do you make your own beats?
My father makes my beats.
Really?
Yeah. Shout out to my dad. He's a 2-time Grammy winner, Frankie Biggs.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah, honestly, maybe we can get him on the show next time or something. We'll see.
Oh, that would be great.
He lives in Barcelona, so the hours are 6 hours ahead. But
Right.
I'll send you his Facebook. Maybe you can add him.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and we'll talk after the show too.
We'll
talk.
Let's talk after So, because I have some things in play too that I want to tell you about.
Oh yeah, definitely. I have an idea for you. If I could plug you into a few different channels.
Okay.
Maybe
that sounds good.
Your show a little bit. It's already got a great following. Imagine it being even bigger because you deserve it. You've been working for years, right?
Oh yeah, it's going on 6 years now. 7 years, close to 7.
Beautiful job.
I've interviewed over 1,500 artists and artists, authors, anybody that's trying to get out there, businesses. I've interviewed them all.
Yeah.
Anybody that's trying to get out there, I definitely praise them.
That's awesome. Kudos to you. Shout out to you.
Thanks, I appreciate it. So what do you got going on for 2025? Anything going for? I mean, do you got more traveling? Do you got more tours?
Man, I got a lot of photo shoots. I got 2 videos that are about to drop soon. I just dropped a song last week with my friend PJ Dakota, who is a bigger artist in Michigan. She died of congestive heart failure last year. This is her last song, and I just dropped that. I was gonna send it to you, but we just did a tribute to her in another show I did, and as much as I want to showcase that song, it's a little painful sometimes to listen to. But I'll send it to you.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
But I just dropped that with her, and it's doing well. It's not an official release from my career. It's for hers, but that's just in hopes that she can sell and make a little bit money for her, a little bit more money for her estate. And shout out to her mother and her father who are managing her career right now. What's popping from it still, because she's still got some loyal fans, some solid people that listen. Shout out to PJ. But yeah, I got a lot, man. I'm taking the girls to Spain to my summer house next month. So we're gonna spend the next month in Spain.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just a vacation.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be lit, man. I'm excited.
So you got any performances coming up?
I just was talking to a promoter yesterday about me headlining a festival that they're throwing in 2 weeks. So
oh, sweet.
I'm looking into that, and I'm looking for a new manager. So shout out to everybody out there who manages. Hopefully we can find somebody. Um, once we work on that, I'll have a lot more answers to that question. Right now, I'm focusing on the art aspect of it, and in the next few months, I'll be really ready to perform and put all these songs together for a live showcase.
Awesome. Can't wait for that. And
Oh
if,
yeah,
if you come to Ohio, let me know.
I'm in Ohio right now.
Are you in Ohio?
Yeah, I'm in Ohio right now. Yep, I'm from the Midwest, so I'm out here all the time. But I also travel so much that, like, home base for me is Michigan, but I happen to be in Ohio. My studio's in Ohio.
Oh, well, that's cool. What part?
Toledo.
Toledo.
Yeah, where
Yeah,
you
well,
at?
I'm towards Akron.
No, that's not far.
No, it's like maybe an hour.
Okay, man. If I throw a listening party or something for my album, maybe you could pull up, do a live stream. That'd be sweet.
That would be dope. Yeah. Just give me a month so I can get my car fixed. My car's having issues right now.
I might have someone come get you if you're that close.
Oh jeez. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
But
So
that's what's
what
going
else you got going on?
on. I am currently editing a show I'm trying to put together. It's a docu-series. This is a whole step
Awesome.
in a different direction for me, actually. Um, I can't talk too much about it, but the theme is kind of scary. It's kind of a scary theme. So I'm hoping that by October we'll be able to shoot. We'll be able to shoot some real serious stuff for this. I used to be a ghost hunter, and I worked for Latino
Really?
paranormal investigators. Yeah, and we're actually, my family is close with the Ghost Hunters International. So my dad did some work on their show at one point. So I'm just trying to put a few different irons in the fire so that I can make that happen, because I've never directed. I've edited, I've shot, I've produced, I've mixed. I can't master. I write, I sing, I rap. I do a lot of things like that, to that effect. But I think directing is going to be an interesting one for me, because I've never been a director. I've never played that role. But hopefully, if this docu series works out, there's a um, there's a film festival in Sitges, Spain, and I want to submit my short. It's a docu series, so it'd be a short film
Right.
submission, and I want to submit the series when I'm finished in 2026 for the film festival and a few other film festivals. Because if I can submit these to the film festivals, and by chance I even get a nomination in any form, that's just one more thing on my resume that looks great for me. And I like being a well-rounded person when it comes to the industry, so I'm really trying hard to, like I said, put different irons in the fire and make it work,
That sounds amazing. Like you got a lot in your resume right now, so that's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I've been working for years, man. I owe it to my label. I owe it to my team, um, to the people who inspire me, and of course the fans.
Yeah, I can't go anywhere without the fans.
No, nope, you sure can't.
It's either like when you had the barber shop, can't go anywhere without the clients. Can't
No.
go anywhere without the
Well,
fans either.
the crazy thing is having fans is insane, because people don't understand what that's like. I went to Canada with one of my girlfriends like a few months ago, and she was like just with me. We're at the club, and all of a sudden these two people come up, and they were like, "Rome, what's going on? Oh my gosh, you're here!" And I'm like, "Dude, we're in Canada right now." Or even I was on the cruise in the Bahamas, and I was with my mother, because I went on a cruise with my mom. I went on another cruise with just the girls, but I was sitting next to my mom, and these two people come up and they're like, "We're your fans. We have you on IG, and we got you on this and this and this, and we follow you on this." And I was like, "That's awesome." They're like, "Yeah, so when's the next stuff coming out?" My mom hasn't been with me too much to really see this in person,
Right. Right.
so it's really cool that she gets to see it because she's like, "When did this happen?" My dad is with me every step of the way, so he's watched it happen. My
Right.
mom is like, I never have her with me in Europe, or I don't have her with me on vacations or whatever. So we finally went on one, and she's like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "You should be proud of your boy, Mom. I've been working really hard for years." I took her to, Tommy Davidson,
Yeah. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
comedian.
Yeah.
So that's my dad's best friend. He's like my uncle, and he's one of the Black Kings of comedy. Very, very famous. He's been famous for years, man. And I it was cool because we went he came to Toledo and he performed at the Funny Bone, and I opened for him. And he's been there a few times. So the last time he was here, I said, "Mom, I want you to come and meet Tommy." And he's been one of her favorite comedians and actors since she was younger. And so she was like, "I'd love to." And I'm like, "Come on." So she brought my grandmother with her. And so we go and we're sitting there enjoying the show. And it's the performers opening, the openers. Tommy comes out and he sees me and he gets off stage, comes over, and he goes like this to like shake my hand. I was like, "What's up, man?" And he pushes me out the way. He gives my grandmother a hug and my
Aw.
grandfather, and he comes over and whispers in my ears like, "They ain't ready." And I was like, "Oh yeah." So that he gets on, and my mom is just like, "I can't believe Tommy got off stage just to come and say hi to you." And I'm like, "Dude, that's my dude." You know what I mean? I love that guy. He's
Right.
awesome. So
Right.
so after that, we went into the green room, and we got to hang out with him for a second. He took pictures, and man, I think it's my mom's profile picture right now is all of us and Tommy Davidson, and she's just, I love it because she's so proud of me, and I'm so thankful I can make my mom proud. That's kind of the goal for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. Right.
I like it because she's got friends that my daughter's a doctor, and my son's a dentist and a lawyer and whatever, a surgeon, and they look at her and she's like, "My son's almost famous." He's getting to where he needs to be, and they're like, "What do you mean?" And she gets to telling stories, and I'm just like, "Dude, that's so cool that I can make my mom proud," because at the end of the day, that's like the goal for everybody, right? You just want to make your family proud, especially your mother and father. So you know
Yeah, but absolutely. If you ever do that party, let me know. I'm down.
Oh, I'd love that. And we would make provisions. I'd probably have a rope around, like maybe a rope around you. You know what I mean? Like a red rope or something to make it so nobody comes in. And if you want
Oh,
to
that's
interview
cool.
people while they're there, maybe they could come in and sit with you. And other than that, you can stream right from the site.
That's cool.
That way, nobody will be in your way. Have your own little roped off VIP section.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll make something crack for sure. I gotta spitball this in my mind. And like I said, hey, I'm looking for managers. Anybody watching?
Mm.
I need some help in that aspect, but I can do it. I've done it for years.
All right. So, I mean, do you have merch?
A new merch is on the way. Yes,
New
and
merch?
actually,
New
the
merch?
merch is going to be interesting because I'm making it all myself. So
Oh,
it's
that's
and
awesome.
instead of going through distributors like I went through with my last drop, I'm gonna make all these myself. It's gonna be very personal. You know, um, it's gonna be pretty cool. I got shorts that I'm making. They're boy shorts for girls, with my hands on their ass, and it says Rome Lucio on the waistband in the front.
That's
It's like
awesome.
it's gonna be sweet. I want the
Yeah.
same thing. I was thinking the same thing for the crop tops, and I'm thinking a few other things. I kind of want like a crop top with nipple rings that have like a thing that connects with like cuts in the middle, and it's just to say like, I don't know. We'll see. I can't give away too many ideas, but I got a
Yeah.
lot of things
Don't
in
give
the
it
works.
away. Don't give it away.
Yeah, yeah,
Especially if you're making it yourself. Definitely don't give it away.
right. But it's very personalized. It's gonna be amazing.
All right, man. So everybody can follow you on all platforms.
It's Rome Lucio. Yep.
It's RomeLucio.
ItsRomeLucio. It's either that or it's Backstage Rome, and it's Backstage Rome on Snapchat. With Snapchat, I'm working on being a Snap star, so hopefully that works out soon.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining, and we're definitely gonna have your show again, all right, on my show, and we can talk after the show. So, thanks for joining, and thank you for a great interview.
Thank you for a great interview. I appreciate you, and I'd love to come back.
Thank you. I appreciate you. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
Bye,
you have a
everybody.
great day. Bye.
All right.